and welcome. This is the 44th episode of TLB Author Interview Series, and I'm your host, Monika. And today we have a very young talent here with us, Prapti Samaddar. So, Prapti, thank you so much for joining us, and a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, to talk about my book, to talk about the emotions which I had while writing this book. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. And please go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your book and yourself.
Right. So, hi, as already Monica said that I'm Prapti Samaddar, and you can call me Praps as well. That is my pen name. Okay. So I'm from Kolkata, and right now I'm doing a computer application course. And also, besides poetry, I have interest in web development as well as video editing. Video editing for the BTS part, the behind the scenes of my poetry journey and all, and for web development as to how I can give my creative approach, tech based approach as well. I want to combine both tech based as well as creative based approaches. So that is what I am aiming for. And also I'm a movie lover as well. And I am. That is all what I can say about myself.
That is not all. Like, you are a very good poetess, I would say. I have read a few of your poems from your Instagram, and I really like them.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And about my book, yes, my book's name is Myself Clarity, Who Buried Her Heart. Over here, I have actually kept both Kafka's approach as well as Dostoevsky's approach. Well, White Nights, if you have read it. So in White Nights, the narrator is the dreamer, we call it. And over here in my poetry book, I have made the speaker, the narrator, Clytie. Right.
Yeah.
We all know that, obviously. So in my book, I have actually focused on the modernity of Clytie. Like in the old Greek myth story of Clytie, we have only read up to we have only read that one water nymph was there named Clytie, and one sun god was there whose name was Helios, and the nymph loved Helios, but Aphrodite then it was a curse kind of thing, cursed Helios to love Leucothene. That is what it is, and then Zeus made Clytie a sunflower, transformed her. But what if we give a modern look to Clytie? Clytie didn't transform herself into sunflower, but transformed herself into an independent woman. That is what I focused as well in my poetry book. In the later half of my book, which in the section is named Prophecy, it is the self-reflection and the transformation of Clytie. So that is what I can say about my book, and rest though if you read it, then yeah, you'll understand everything.
Very well thought. Like the rationale of the book itself is so intriguing. I can't help myself. I'll definitely read your book very soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. So your book, Myself Clytie, Who Buried Her Heart, blends ancient Greek myth with modern emotion. So what first drew you to the story of Clytie and Helios?
Well, first of all, I started reading Greek mythology from last year only. Okay, to be very frank. And when I read the story of Clytie, the unrequited love thing actually attracted me a lot. Okay, the devotion which she gave towards the way she was devoted towards Helios. Okay, like the way she used to wait for him in his golden chariot, as we all know. So the way she was longing for him and all. But somewhere or the other, the abrupt ending, I was feeling like it ended really abruptly. So that really intrigued me that I should write on Clytie. I should use the allusion of Clytie in my poetry book.
That's very I don't know, like I'm not a Greek mythology reader. I have not even read one also, even a one book. But I know a bit. I have heard stories, and Clytie and Helios, I have heard about them. And I really like their unrequited love thing that they had. And your poetry had that thing, like the unrequited love,
Yes,
the healing, and uh, what you can
self
say,
transformation. Self
yeah,
transformation as
self transformation in everything that, excuse me, just give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just okay.
your video has stopped. Oh, it's good. Yeah. Sorry.
Am I visible? Yeah. Okay, so your
Right.
collection, your poetry collection is divided into four parts, like poem, song, magical spell, and prophecy. So why did you choose this structure, like dividing it into four parts?
Well, actually, I came across a one moment. Came across a reel actually where a philosopher was there who was like describing the Carmen part. Okay, like the Latin name for poetry, and what
Yeah,
are the four other meanings of poetry in Latin. So Carmen actually has these four meanings in like Latin, which is poem, song,
yeah,
magical spell, and prophecy. So as I've already said that Clytie's myth actually like kind of ended abruptly. Like I
yeah,
felt like that. So then this last section prophecy is the major part in this book, I believe, because it has self-transformation and reclaiming one's own future, reclaiming one's own stars, lost stars. So
yeah,
the last poem will actually be like on based fully on the constellation part, the stars and all. So the as you have asked, the four sections. The first
yeah,
section actually deals with the part where the character, the narrator, falls in love. She
yeah,
first understands that yes, I've fallen in love. The second section, which is the song section, deals
mm,
with the part where the narrator understands that the person whom I am in love with does not love me back.
yeah,
Okay. Then the magical spell. Magical spell is the hope and the longing to reclaim the person whom you love, who has like left you alone on the cliff of like loneliness, I would say. And the last section, prophecy, was the self transformation where the narrator finally decides that she will not be a sunflower, whereas she will be like the queen of her own dreams. She will own her own constellations. So that is the idea behind writing this, like dividing this into four sections.
very well done. And for everyone who's watching, let me just tell you, Prapti is just 18. Don't go on her speaking skills and all. She's just 18. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So, was there an emotion or memory that was hardest for you to write with according to your book?
Well, it will take very much time to like describe it, but yeah, I'll try to say it concisely.
Yeah.
So every poem in the book has is close to my heart, frankly
Yeah.
speaking. But the closest poem, if you ask me, then I would say it's Transience, because it is like a movie. Actually, this poem was like a movie, starting from the longing to like. Thank you, thank you so much. Starting from the like the pathetic thing of loving someone to like understanding that yes, I have finally have the capability to embark on a journey of light. So over here in the poem I have used the journey of light. Light means uh, it does not only mean death. Okay, it means to know yourself. It means like uh, it is like the White Knights. I would again talk about White Knights, where Nastenka actually got her old lover, and the dreamer actually left behind. And when he got the marriage invitation, the way he was feeling, the light
Yeah.
actually portrays that feeling only. Okay, and Yes, that is the closest poem to my heart.
Good to know. That's very refreshing to know your thoughts on this. And being so young, your point of view on love, on transformation, and all these things you have put into your book are really commendable.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you.
So which poem in myself, Clarity, is closest to your heart and why?
As I've already said, the poem Transience was closest. And another poem is there which is Despair. Okay, that is one of the closest poems because when I posted this poem,
Yeah.
my Helios actually loved this poem. He was like,
Okay.
yeah, this poem is written for me, and also that is the only poem which I never edited. My in other poems I edited, like, yes, I am writing this, I think I should use this word, but this poem was something that I never like edited. Whatever it is, I'll write that on. So yeah.
Okay. So at this age, at this phase of life, you are still discovering your interest and where you want to be in the future. So when did you first realize you want to be a poet?
Okay. The journey, actually, my poetry journey started from class 6. It was the time, yes, because in my English teacher, Jyoti Kumar ma'am actually told me to write one poem for the magazine,
Yeah.
and I wrote it and it was rejected. But I didn't care because that time, I didn't like poetry at all. I was like, poetry, what is this? So I had that notion actually from in class 6. And then I took a break, and then I started writing from class 7. From class 7 I started. Then also I gave poems, but it was rejected. They were rejected. But then also I didn't stop writing. But I stopped writing in class 9. Why? I'm telling you. One fateful night, my friend told me that I love
Yeah.
your poem actually. I love your poems. I asked her that why do you love my poems? She wasn't able to answer that, and I
Yeah.
tore my poem book. Literally, I tore my poem copy, and I vowed on that night that I'm not going to write poetry
Yeah.
until and unless I understand my emotions. Because in my, frankly speaking, the time when I was writing, I was like, poetry, but I'm not getting that feeling. I'm not getting that emotions while writing the poetry. Till
Yeah.
class 9, I felt like that. So I took a break. I then started writing again in class 11. Okay, like I took a long break actually. I was never near poetry as well. For studies only, I used to study poetry, but not beyond that. Not at all. Okay. So in class 11, I had to write it for an exhibition. There was an exhibition in our school. I wrote it. It was the theme was horror, and I wrote it using the history of French Revolution. Okay, like I talked about the death of a landlady, uh, of a royal person actually, of a royal woman, and how the lower castes behaved with her, how like she was tormented after the death, how the peasants felt tormented like by their past trauma because of this lady. So that is what I focused on, and it got selected. Okay, so I was like, finally I'm getting this, and I'll be a poet for sure. Poetry actually gave me the identity, to be honest. So obviously,
Okay. You started writing from sixth standard. I
yes.
think at that time I used to hate poems. Like really, the English literature books were all about poems and all those things. So I used to hate poems. I never understood the concept of poems.
Exactly,
Literally.
me also. But I was like, ma'am told me to write it, so I need to write it. So I wrote it somehow or the other. I wrote it and submitted it. So I really didn't have that feeling that okay, I'm rejected. Oh, I gave
Yeah.
it. I gave it. That was my responsibility. That's all. I didn't even react. Oh, rejected. But on that fateful night, if my I would still call her my friend, but still, yeah. So if my friend would not have said, could not have answered that question, to be honest, I would not have been present here in front of you. Today, I'd not have discussed about poetry. or used any allusion of like any allusion or like that. So that is where I am.
Everything has a reason. Whatever happens in our lives, everything has a reason. Yeah.
True.
So yes, and also poems and or poetry is more about feelings and emotions rather than just like words or ink on paper. So we need to feel before we write it. So do you think young voices are heard enough in poetry today? Because there are a lot of people, a lot of teenagers who are uh, following their interest in poetry and like writing poetry books. So what's your take on that?
I believe that the platforms for young writers are actually developing, right?
Yeah,
But so yeah, the platform should develop for the young writers. Young writers are actually not that like efficient in like mark. I'm not saying about marketing, like talking about their emotions and all. So if the platforms are that very much developed for the
yeah.
young writers, I believe that yes, it will surely be like a good opportunity for the writers to talk about their writings and connect with other authors and writers.
So you think it should be improved, like the voices should be more heard.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. So have you faced some challenges? Do you face such like while sharing these vulnerable work with the world? What challenges did you face?
Well, being as you have already said that I'm just 18-year-old girl, so
Yeah,
being 18, obviously my vocabulary will be not that very much strong as that of a 35-year-old writer or something like that. So the
exactly.
main challenge was finding the right words and the right
Mhm.
literary devices to like truly capture and express my imagination. Right. So I believe that if I can't use my language that effectively, if I can't use these two resources effectively, how will I be able to make my audience believe or imagine the same pain which I have gone through, right? And
Exactly.
another challenge is that the maturity. Okay,
Yeah,
today I'm 18, and the type of poems which I'm writing, the type of like tone which the poems are having, after when I'll become 35 or older, when I'll read my book, I'll be like, oh, I could have written this line in this way. The maturity. So
yeah.
that is one challenge. I don't want to regret. Oh, I have not written this, right? So that is another challenge. So three challenges are there, obviously.
Okay. And these challenges are something that you can't like. It will be
We can't
there.
ignore it. We can't
Yeah.
ignore it. Absolutely
You
not.
can't.
And in fact, these challenges are something which are like, except for the third challenge, the other two challenges are something which are very common in every
Yeah.
office, in workplace also. If you start to write, if you need to write a report, then obviously like you need to find the exact keywords. So poetry also deals with that only. We don't say keywords, but we say that we are writing allusions, we are using alliterations and all. So that is what.
Yeah. No matter how good you write, when you will be older, you'll always feel like I could have done better. I could have written this
Exactly. The
something
magic.
different.
Yes.
So, how do you handle writer's block if you faced any, especially as a student with so many responsibilities and such like the field you have chosen, computer applications, is really it needs dedication and consistency. So, how do you deal with writer's block?
Okay. See, you need to think like Sisyphus, to be honest. Sisyphus did what? Sisyphus was like, he was cursed with carrying the boulder, right? So,
Yeah,
you need to think like Sisyphus only. And I also believe that if you love something or if you love someone, you
yeah,
will get somewhere, you will get the time to deal with the writer's block. Okay, or whatever block it is, whatever. If you love football, you will able to play football somewhere or the other. Today you are
Yeah.
not able to play football, but someday or the other you will be able to play it. So it is like that only. You need to love the thing which you love, which you are actually like consider it as your identity. So I believe that there is nothing called writer's block for me. There is nothing called writer's block for me. I would say life, there is life block for me. There is responsibility block for me, but not writer's block.
Okay, that's something I heard for the first time. And yeah, uh, I think if you want to do something, there's nothing stopping you. You can always
Exactly.
do it. There's always some or other way to do it.
Right, right.
So, uh, do you have a special writing ritual?
Oh, that's the very much like very important ritual. I listen to playlists of the Smiths and Anupam Rai. I'm a Bengali, so obviously I'm a big fan of Anupam Rai. Okay. I listen to their playlists and I start writing poems. And also like I am right now like going through the themes of existentialism as well, existentialism and absurdism, and using that in my poetry. So yeah, the Smiths are actually helping me a lot.
Okay, someone saying her Greek mythology knowledge is amazing.
So that is
That's
Oviru, my friend. That is Oviru. That is my friend.
okay. Friends are here to support you. Okay. So, what inspires you the most? The poets, writers, or even the musicians?
I believe it's like totally deviating actually from your question. The
Yeah.
uh, movies and songs. These only like help me in carrying out my like poetry journey a lot. Movies because I believe that poetry is something where you are like acting. Poetry is just like an acting. You need to put yourself into the shoes of that feeling. I consider feeling as a person actually. Personification. I'm using personification right now. So you need to put yourself into the shoes of that feeling. If you are angry, you need to put yourself self into the shoes of anger. If you are in love, then put yourself into the shoes of love and think like that and write them. So that is what I believe actually. So
Okay.
yeah, that is my thought.
I think your thinking process is slightly different from all like the interviews I have taken, and it's really refreshing to talk with you.
Thank you so much, Monica.
Okay, someone's saying, but whatever you are writing today is because of your past writing, and that will be for your future too.
True, true.
I think it's for the
Exactly.
past previous question. Yeah. The three words to describe your journey so far.
Can you please repeat? I couldn't get you.
Like, what are the three words to describe your journey so far as a author?
Mythic, surprising, and introspective.
Okay. So, uh,
Surprising is was for real. For like a girl like me, like if I look back right now, uh,
mm,
like thinking that from class 6 I'll start writing poetry, that really feels surreal in this era.
yeah.
So that is like a quite surprising moment for me a lot.
Okay. So, why do you choose Clytie and Helios' story? Like, there are so many other myths about unrequited love. What made this one speak to you so deeply that you decided to put your own emotions into it?
Well, actually, as I've already said, Clytie was a water nymph and Helios was the sun god. So, in other myths which I've like read, uh, well, Hephaestus and Aphrodite. Well,
Yeah.
Aphrodite was really having the vanity for her own beauty, and Helios was Hephaestus was like he uh, he was very vengeful. Whereas I am a person who is not that much vengeful. Like, oh, I really need to like avenge this. Like
Yeah.
he didn't love me back, so I need to avenge it. I don't have that. Whereas Clytie had that mentality of devotion, of that longing, and I have that mentality. So that's why I chose Clytie and Helios.
So clarity coincide with your personality or your.
And also, one more funny fact is that my name is Prapti and her name is Clytie, so our names actually resonate a lot. It's
Like,
a funny fact, like yeah, our names
oh,
resonate, so yes, choose her.
easy way to say that. Like,
And many of them said that why have you choose Clytie? So I was like, our names actually resonate, so that's why I chose her.
full stop. That's it. Okay. So how do you connect with Clytie so much that you have already answered that you that her personality coincides with yours. So um recently you have published like your first poetry book, your debut book. So how's the feeling? How are you feeling? Like,
The
describe it.
feeling is really the feeling is really indescribable, to be honest, because see, whenever I'm like Dexter Morgan actually, to be honest. Like, I'm telling you why. Because uh, Dexter Morgan, whenever he liked something, he never really like told anyone that, oh, I love that, I love this, and all, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And also, when he like did something, he couldn't continue it for a very long time. He was like, I am doing it, okay, I'm getting bored, and I'll like leave it. Okay, leave it as it is. So I really thank myself for my
Yeah.
perseverance that I really didn't leave my poetry book writing midway and I said, no, I'm not going to write it. I'm just, enough is enough. I didn't say that to myself. I was patient. So I really thank myself for that. And in fact, my parents were like, they were also like, couldn't believe it that, oh, our daughter has written, she has finally completed a project of hers like by single-handedly she has done it. We really can't believe it. In fact, Dipanita ma'am was there, my teacher. She was there. She was also like, you are very much like serious about your project. I consider it as a project only. So project,
Yeah.
that's very much remarkable. Rishika ma'am was there. Like she was with me after my publishing. She was also like, you are very much serious about it, and my friends were also like, you will be able to do it. Don't worry. So yeah, the feeling is really indescribable. Like finally, I'm able to call myself an author because of my patience, my perseverance, whatever you say. But yeah, I am right now Prapti, like author Prapti.
That's a different feeling to see your work finally be out there in the world.
Right.
Okay, so as you said that your friends and your teachers were always there for you during this journey of your as an author. So what do you want to say about authors supporting authors? Like, it's very important for an author to support another author, like especially the debut authors. So do you feel lack of this, or you receive this support in your journey? How do you feel about it?
As I have said, I already have the mentality of Sisyphus. I love to carry things by myself only. I love to do things by myself only. I'm not like I need to take help of others and all. But in this era, I believe that you should support others, right? Other authors, because yes, mental support is very much required. You know,
Yeah.
for an author, like it's like support group. You should create a support group and then help other authors. In TLB I have recently joined, so in TLB I have seen that this factor is really very much present, that yes, support system and all.
Yeah. Okay, so you can always take help from other authors. We have uh, like so many supporting authors in TLB, so you can definitely go and ask for help if you need any.
Right, absolutely.
So being so young, let's forget about other people. So what about your parents? Did they ever try to restrict you or to pull you away from writing because of your serious studies? And as a young emerging writer, what do you like to say that to parents who don't always understand their child's need to write?
Well, regarding my writing journey, uh, I am a single child. So from my childhood only, I was not like too much encouraged for extracurricular activities. I was like study, study, study.
Yeah,
I only had drawing, but that too I had to leave in class 5 because of studies only. So
yeah,
from class 6, this poetry journey started. My parents were really like, okay, you are writing, so yeah, as a hobby, you can obviously practice it and all. In fact, last year I participated in a poetry competition. Okay, that was my first poetry competition, and I won the third prize as well. It was
yeah,
like the theme was different. The theme was মানে, social problems and all. So I focused on the 7 scenes actually, and I used the concept of Franz Kafka,
yeah,
metamorphosis actually. In fact, the poem's name is A Story of Metamorphosis, and then I delved into the concepts of the 7 scenes, right? So I did it. In fact, I didn't even tell my parents as well that yes, I'm participating in this poetry competition. I was like, let me be a Sisyphus. Let me carry the boulder of the anxiety of everything by myself. After I win the war, I consider it as a war. I considered it as a war only. After I win the war, I'll tell my parents that yes, I have won this. I have done this. So they were like very happy that yes, our daughter has won the third prize. First time she has like won the third prize in poetry, in something which she loves. So that is what it is. And while writing poetry book also, I kept it a secret from everyone except for Dipanita ma'am and Rishika ma'am and Bidishda. These three only knew that yes, I'm writing a book. Okay, but my parents also didn't know it. I was like, no, I'm not going to tell them. Let me finish it and then I'll tell them. I want to see their proud faces after I do it, not before I do it. Because from childhood only, my mother told me that, like, if you want to do something, do it secretly. Don't like proclaim it in front of everyone that yes, I'm going to do this. Right? You are
yeah,
practicing something, you are doing something, do it alone. It's a journey where uh, like every hobby is like a journey where you are going alone. You should go alone. Like group support, okay, you take group support, but take it after you think that okay, I am good in this. I believe that. And for the today's generation parents, well, today's generation parents are like dependent on ChatGPT and all. So if their children are into writing, if their children are writing a single line that there is a mountain in my heart, supposedly if they write it, so consider it as a blessing that your child is into writing.
exactly.
Like, huh, you if you don't want to encourage them, don't encourage them, but don't
Don't
discourage them.
discourage them. Yeah,
Exactly. So let them be alone. If they're introverted, if they want to write, yes, writing can be like in the form of journaling, can be in form of everything it can. So
yeah,
no need to discourage your children. If my children also, like when I'll grow up, I'll have my children, like I'll not discourage my children. I'll either support them. If they need my support, I'll support them, or if they don't need my support, I'll not support them, but I'll not discourage them or encourage them. Like yes, mane, uh, there is a line in, like how I uthi daba and all like that. So it means like it means like to put them in a hot air balloon and then like yes, you can do it like that. No, not like that.
yeah.
Don't discourage them. That is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. And if, like, exactly what you said, if you don't want to encourage them, don't do it, but at least don't make them feel like they can't do it. It's
Exactly,
the worst thing parents can ever do. They break the confidence of the child saying this.
exactly,
It, for them it's a small thing, but for the one who's writing their child, it's, for them it's a very big thing coming from their parents.
exactly.
And writing is a therapy. Writing is literally a therapy. If someone is writing, I would say write as much as you can, because
Exactly.
there are a lot of people out there who cannot write.
See,
Literally.
writing will not make you a homer. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that you will not be a homer. You can be a homer, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe you will be a homer. So, like many children are not born to be like like close their one ear and then like listen it and then no. Many
yeah,
of them are like me only. Many of them are like if they hear something, they just
yeah,
keep it in their brain only. They don't take it out from their another ear. So avoid this type of people, I would say. I'm not saying avoid your
yeah,
parents. I'm saying like avoid this type of people who actually are into discouraging you or who are actually into the fake encouragement. You know, because likewise I said my friend, that girl who
yeah,
just said
yeah,
that that was a fake encouragement. So
yeah,
stay away from this type of people. In fact,
yeah,
when I was in school, I my juniors who used to come to me and say ki didi I have written this, didi I have written that. I used to be very strict that yes, you have done this mistake, you have done that. I would not say only one line that oh it's beautiful. I would not say that. I would correct their mistakes. That is my mental. Okay.
yeah,
And I'm really thankful to my parents that yes, somehow or the other they like couldn't support me. I didn't take the support and all. But still, today where I am right now in front of you, or maybe writing poems or something like that, it is all due to my parents only,
yeah,
right? Parents didn't instill that thought process in me that yes, you need to be like resilient by yourself only. You need to be a Sisyphus by yourself. Then obviously I'd not have been here.
very well said. And like, as you said that we have to, like, do first, accomplish what you want to do, and then tell it to the world. Yeah, that is very true. I believe in that too, because don't blurt it out to everyone before it is already, like, you are already there.
Yeah, see,
That's
there is
very
an
important.
idiom na, that don't count chickens even before they hatch. So it is
Yeah,
like that only.
yes.
It is like that only. Follow the idiom and then you will obviously succeed in your life.
And select what you want to be affected by. Don't get affected by random comments people do.
Exactly, exactly,
Choose what you want to hear.
exactly.
Okay, moving ahead. You said you are a movie lover. So, what's been your all-time favorite Bollywood or Hollywood movie?
See, there are many movies which I love. I want to state them right now only. Okay, the
Yeah,
number one, from Bollywood there are the movies Music Teacher, Dobara, and Nail Polish by all starring Manav Kaul. I am a big fan of Manav Kaul. Okay, I'm a very huge fan of Manav Kaul. Okay,
yeah,
and from Hollywood, Forrest Gump and The Theory of Everything. Okay. And as I'm a Bengali, so obviously I would have some Bengali movies as well. Satyajit Ray's movies are there, Nayok, then Pother Pachali, and also like Prosenjit Chatterjee's movies are there, which are Baishe Shrabon, the trilogy actually, Baishe Shrabon, Dityo Purush, and Dasham Avatar. So these are my favorite movies, but my favorite go-to movie is that the last movies which I mentioned,
yeah.
Baisha Shravan and the Bengali movies which I suggested. These are my three. This trilogy is my favorite. Whenever I want to watch one movie, I surely go to these movies as well. I really watch these movies a lot.
I I don't know these movies. I'm not a movie person. I don't watch movies that often. Like if my family, if from my family someone is watching, I'll go and sit beside them, and but I'll leave halfway. Like I'll stop watching it. Okay. So you are a movie person, really.
Right.
From the names you said, I think I have never heard of them.
You can watch the Bollywood movies which I mentioned. They are very good. Manavkal's movies are really like they carry the way he expresses. You know, his expressions are very rich. To be honest, if you watch Nail Polish, you will be like, okay, Manavkal is that type of character. So that means Manavkal is an actor who is based for the thriller parts. But if you watch Dobara and Music Teacher, you'll be like, oh my god, he's a Raj Kapoor. He's a Dev Anand. You'll be like feeling like that only. Like Dev Anand and as well as Raj Kapoor are known for romantic purposes, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling that only. Like, uh, like you will be feeling like that only. Okay. Similarly with Sumit Vyas also, I love his movies as well. Black Seven White and that movie was my favorite. So you can watch Manavpal's movies. They are very good. They and also you will not be feeling like okay, let me get up immediately. You'll be like okay, let me glue myself to the sofa only and I'll watch it. You will feel like that one.
I'll give it a try. But if it's like if it is a book, I will definitely read. But if it is a movie, I'll give it a try.
Okay, sure, sure. They are movies only, but give them a try. You should give them a try.
Definitely. Okay, so you are thinking of writing a novel or a short story or something other than poetry. What can we look forward to you from in the future?
Well, actually, I never tried writing stories or like that. So if I wish to write a story, then I'll take a long break from poetry. Okay, and then we'll like research about story writing and all, and then we'll start obviously writing stories. But yes, if you ask me about my poetry, well, yes, I have like something in my mind which is I have focused on clarity as the peaceful love story, right? I mean, peaceful, unrequited love story. But if I focus on Aphrodite, okay,
Yeah.
next time will be like Aphrodite, myself Aphrodite. I am thinking of that only. Okay,
Oh,
because I believe that love is like a coin. It has two sides. One side is peaceful, another side is like full of war. It's like Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace, to be honest. Okay, so I have written my first book is based on peaceful, unrequited love. The next one will be like based on the partner side of unrequited love. Hephaestus was her partner, so obviously I'll focus on Hephaestus, but from the from the point of view of Aphrodite. So that is what my plan is. But yes, as I have already said, don't count your chickens before they hatch. So I don't know whether I'll be able to do it, but still I'll try my best.
okay. I from TLB definitely wish you all the very best for your next project, and we are hoping to see you again with us on TLB Author Interview Series. And that was it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and to all the viewers who have stayed with us till last. Thank you so much for joining. It was really good to have you all here. And Prapti, that was really, really good to talk with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I was like excited as well as scared. Okay, but in my mind I was like, see, this is not an interview. I told myself that this is not an interview. This is a
Yeah,
presentation. Consider it as a presentation. You are just focusing on the opinions of the project. This was your project. So
yeah.
focus on it like that. I said it to myself repeatedly, and yes, I have done it. And
Same.
you were also very much supportive. So yes, obviously I was able to do it.
You did very well, and the aim was to connect with your audience, and you did it very well. And that was it for today. We wish you all the best, and we'll see you in the future. Till then, everyone, keep exploring, keep reading, and keep reviewing. That was it. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.